Hello everyone, you all know what time it is. It is the complete sports update o'clock. They show where the latest and trending stories in the world of sports are brought to you. My name is Abib Kuranga. Joining me on today's episode is James Agberibi. Together we shall be taking you through the rounds as far as sporting stories in today's episode is concerned. Welcome to the show, James. It's good to have you back. And how are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm very good, Abib. It's been over a month that I've been away on an assignment, the AFCON in Morocco, and I'm glad to be back again to, do what we love to do, as talking football and other sports.
Yes, it always feels good and amazing to be back on the complete sports update. The 2025 Africa Cup of Nations has ended and the Super Eagles of Nigeria claimed the bronze medal. And right here on complete sports update, we shall review the Eagles campaign in Morocco, the highs and lows of the team, which players impressed the most, and what should we be expecting from Coach Eric Chell's side going forward. So James, welcome back to the show once more.
Thank you very much.
The Super Eagles of Nigeria claimed the bronze medal title in the just concluded 2025 Africa Cup of Nations in Morocco. You were there live to cover the games, right from the hotel down to the training ground, as well as the live matches. So let's hear your thoughts, considering the fact that you actually saw everything live. So let's hear your thoughts about the campaign of the Eagles so far in Morocco.
Well, it's nice to be on the show again. I mean, for me, I think it was going into this, to one that it's so unfortunate because they kind of raised a lot of people's hopes, but at the end of the day, still have to fall back to the golden bronze, a record extending 9th bronze, know. So all in all, it was, for me, if I want to, it's a good campaign. I won't say it's a very good campaign, because, I mean, the bronze medal is now becoming it's not something that's supposed to be normal again, because if you check out the number of bronze, like I said, we've won 9. I mean, that's if we have been able to get like inside that 9, if we're able to get like 3 inside, at least we'll be close to Egypt in terms of the number of AFCON titles that we've won. So all in all, for me, it was like I said, it was a good campaign. Expectations were low. Got to a point, expectation became high. Bruno Yemichi, I was surprised, he made the team of the tournament. I wasn't expecting him to be there. I was expecting somebody like Bassi to make the list, but all well and good. Osimhen made it, Ademola Lookman. So it was a good campaign, and let's just hope that the team will build on it. The players are there. The coach should still be there. We've been informed that the coach will be retained. So continuity sake, let's build from this. It wasn't.
So you talked about some surprises. Pick out some players like Bruno Yemichi, most especially, and you actually interviewed some of these players. You saw some of their performance on the pitch, as well as their attitude, in training ground and all of that. So to you, on and off the pitch, who are the players you think that impressed you the most?
Well, most of the guys really comported themselves well. Apart from the Osimhen, we all know Osimhen and this type of player who wants things to be, to be like perfect, always business-like. I think that was the only negative aspects in terms of and we all understood why, So, but I think most of the guys, they really did well in terms of interviews. They granted journalist interviews. They didn't go overboard. Everybody it was like a family.
Absolutely. So, with the way you've actually been able to sing the praise of the Super Eagles, this is actually the first time. Let me just say it, that you actually say heap praise on the Super Eagles of Nigeria, which means that you are actually very, very satisfied with the performance. And I think not only you, but also so many people out there. You talk about former Ivory Coast international, as well as Manchester City midfielder. Who actually said the Super Eagles of Nigeria are actually the team of the tournament for him. So looking at that, you actually want to give kudos to the gaffer right there, Eric Chell. So considering that angle with the way and manner they approach games, in this they just concluded tournament. So where do you think the Super Eagles still need to improve on, and what should we be expecting from them? The World Cup is actually out of the way. So going forward in the future, what should we be expecting from them, and where do you think that they still need to improve on?
Yeah, for me, looking at the game against the hosts, I think our players should be more aggressive, more demanding of officials, center referees, and it's not enough for you to just, I'm not saying you go there and be rude to people or be wild and disrespect the officials and the rest, but you also want, like from what I got inside that stadium, fine, the stadium, the Rabat, the stadium, and they played in semi-final. That was a very intimidating stadium, but that was the same stadium the Senegalese played, and it's like they already have an idea of what to expect. And most of our guys they play in top European clubs. They've seen crowds, but I think part of the reason why they didn't really step up, I think some of them were overwhelmed by the occasion, and the referee today help matters. Fine, I don't like this idea of always trying to blame. Yes, I'm not saying you go and start harassing the referee, but sometimes there's a way you deliberately halt the game, let people, like you from the bench, everybody should stand up and start. From there, I believe the referee would have been a bit cautious, but any slight tackle and he just blew, everybody just do like this, and the game goes on. So I think that was what really encouraged but not taking anything away from the Moroccans. They did well. They created most of the chances, but I think the referee too didn't really help the Super Eagles with the way he handled the game. So all in all, I think the players too, I think their mentality, they need to work on their mentality. There are some times that the game, you just anticipate that this game is not going to go away. So what are we going to do to make sure that we try to balance things, not that we just go and just accept whatever they throw at us. The Senegalese never accepted what was thrown at them. Their fans too were giving it to the stewards. Everywhere was pandemonium, and and the whole world was watching.
Exactly.
So like I said, I'm not saying the Super Eagles should copy that, but sometimes you just have to take the bull by the hand. You just have to, your destiny, you let it be in your own hands. You have to try and take some moves that even the officials, the VAR, and everybody too, they will be cautious. They too, But like I said, we learn every day, and I hope the guys would have seen what happened, why they couldn't make it to the final. So let's just hope that they were able to develop that mentality, that toughness. They are very good, no doubt. Our team can play anything, but sometimes it goes beyond just playing. The outside of the politics is always there. Do you know how to play the politics? If you don't play the politics, you will just be there and you just be complaining, and nothing will happen. So for me,
what should we be expecting from the side?
Yeah, from this side, we have the players. Let them, like I said, let them build that toughness in them. Let them build that strong mental fighting spirit. Remember what happened in 2013 when before Nigeria played against Cote d'Ivoire? A lot of people wrote the team off. And they played against Cote d'Ivoire, who were very strong. And they look at the way they fought. You have to come out and fight. They have to bring in that fighting spirit. It's not enough to just, we all know that you can play, but sometimes you have to be aggressive and take it. Senegal fought. They fought the host, they fought the official, they fought everybody to win the cup. No matter whatever sanction they give them now, it doesn't matter. The cup is with them. So let our players build that toughness. We know that somebody like Osimhen has that toughness, but how many of these guys? The guy that's replaced Ndidi, what you call him, Onyedika, he was swallowed in that game. A lot of mistakes and the rest. So let them build that toughness in them. That street. Sometimes you have to be streetwise when it comes to all these things. So for me, let's just build from this. We have the coach already. We have the players. So let's just build and anticipate tough encounters. Know how to approach it. And it's not every time you play your normal game. Sometimes you have to come in with some kind of antics so that you'll be able to get what you're looking for.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, you can hear it from the mouth of James Agrebi. The man is back, and he's back banging right in Nigeria. So thank you very much for the wonderful and insightful analysis as always on Complete Sports Updates.
Thank you
so
very much,
viewers, this will be wrapping things up as far as proceedings in today's episode is concerned. Do well to like, share, subscribe, and comment as far as this episode is concerned. Do take care of yourselves and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye for now.